So we're back again with yet again another episode of... I literally almost said Twilight Princess. I'm not even joking, but... Another episode of Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, the Crystal Bearers. In the last episode, we kind of aborted on the good old Lilty train, and we kind of got into like cahoots with Princess Altea and Kais in the Royal Army now. So here we are. But in this episode, we're going to go ahead and take a look over at Cid's workshop, pretty much, because we have some things to go and check out with him. So, with that kind of being said, we're gonna just roll up this way. And, like I mentioned in the beginning of the LP, or Let's Play, that travel is going to be of the essence when it comes to time. Time is of the essence when it comes to travel. It's very tedious, it sucks, but, hey, it's pretty... like useful when it comes to like jump cuts, because things happen, time kind of eats you up, and it's just not a good thing to kind of keep in. But since it is kind of like difficult to predict where to go and everything else, I'm gonna kind of keep it in for as much as I can. I know it's kind of hard to like see where to go, but anyway, we're gonna go over to the Grassland Station, and doing that is kind of a hike, so I'll cut this part out, and I will predict that a chocobo is gonna kind of pop up so we can have some faster transportation, so that'll be fun. So I will be back momentarily. I have to look at the garden at least one last time before I go on my endeavors here. I mean, it's beautiful. It's great. It's freaking awesome looking. May as well, right? Anyway. Yeah, running all over to this door here. We're gonna go ahead and crack that open, and again, I'm gonna predict that I'm gonna get a letter regarding a chocobo appearing. That'll make travel much, much easier. So let's go ahead and crack her open. Let's go ahead and check things out for ourselves, because why not? Because why not? Hey guard, nothing to see here. Just kind of going about my old duties here. But yeah, like, chocobos are just freaking awesome. And where's a letter? Where's a letter? Here we go. Vigali is heading for the capital. Don't ask me how I did it. All you need to know is that he's on his way. Now you have to find Cid in Bridgetown and get him to bring his steam engine to Grassland Station. Take a chocobo if they're any around. It's way faster than walking. Yep, and here we go. Here we go. Hello, chocobo. Here we are. And notice that the music changed. The music changed. How lovely. How lovely. Anyway, I wanted to like point out again that chocobos did not originate in Crystal Bears. They actually originated in Final Fantasy II. So, yeah, they've, again, been around since like the late 80s. I'm kind of glad that they made a reappearance here. It's pretty awesome. But, anyway, I kind of really admired the fact that they let us use it now, because travel is going to be way, way more tedious. So this is pretty cool here. And you can kind of shake the Wii remote to like kind of make it do that. So it's going to dash, sort of. Anyway, so we want to go ahead and take our way to the chocobo circuit. And I will say right now that there is a race here, and it's pretty optional. So I'm not going to go ahead and do it in this episode, because it's going to take a little bit of a while to do. And we are on a time crunch, so time is like really, really, really freaking tight when it comes to this episode, really. We might do that later. I don't know. I can't promise that I'm going to do it, but if I do, I'll probably make a bonus video of it. We'll see. But right now, it's just kind of making our way to Cid's workshop, and we're going to make our way... I'm saying make our way a lot. Making my way down to... Not going to sing that song. But we want to get over to the Old Lead Aqueduct, which leads to... oh, that frame rate. Jesus. The Old Lead Aqueduct, yeah, is going to lead us to where that... ruins entrance is, but we exited, and now we are here. But I think there's some guild chests that I missed right up here, so there's one over here. Here we go. And drop on down. There's going to be one more right up in this little particular section. Right up here. I can tell that I didn't open them yet, because there's way more gil inside of it than I expected, so... there we are, so let's go ahead and kind of drop down, and, yeah. And to make this much, much, much easier, we're going to go ahead and update ourselves with the signs here. So, Eastern Wildlands. So, yeah. Hey, pumpkin seller. Nothing to see here. Anyway. And hello, guard. Nothing to see here either. You're not going to attack me, are you? You're not going to hit me with that giant mallet that you have there? I didn't think so. Anyway, getting to Sid's workshop should be pretty self-explanatory from here on, because I did show this prior, so I'm going to go ahead and jump cut to when I'm there. And there's shit. There's literally shit over here. There's a giant doo-doo just hanging out over here. Anyway, I'm not sure what else I should expect from these guys. I mean, what should I expect? It's in a freaking desert. Anyway, I'll be back. So we're here, and I actually kind of do want to take a chocobo over here. And, yeah, cue the awesome music. It's not that far, actually. I do kind of, like, want to point out that walking is pretty, like, okay at this point. But still, I kind of wanted to get here faster, regardless of, like, how long it takes to walk. So, yeah, and he ran through the door. Just like that old Harry Potter scene with the Diagon Alley scene. Like, how did he say it? Like, Ron Weasley kind of, like, just kind of, said it that way, and then Harry Potter said diagonally, and I guess he did travel diagonally. And, yeah, but this was, like, the bit that kind of, like, mimicked, taking your belongings and running through the wall. What was that, like, name of the train section? Like, something and 9 3/4 or something? That just didn't exist? I don't know. My Harry Potter history is kind of all over, but anyway, I'm going to open up that little shaft door and just open that on up and head back down. Sid, here I come. Okay, we are now at the workshop zone, right after we walk past that shaft door that we just went through, and we're going to go ahead and see what he wants. Let's go.
Sid, good news. We're doing a test run on Vigali's tracks.
Vigali? Silky Guild Vigali? He's a notorious lilty hater. I'm surprised that you got him to agree to it.
Actually, he hasn't agreed to it yet. Kai said that he would convince him somehow.
Nice. That Silky who was always kowtowing to the kingdom?
He's an officer in the Royal Army now.
Silky enlisting in the Royal Army? Talk about being confused.
Anyway, just get the steam engine to the capital grassland station. Vigali knows that he has no choice.
Oh, hold on a second, Lael. I was told to give you this message. I almost forgot about it.
Meet me at the Royal Clock Plaza at 12. Altea.
Sid, are you sure this message is for me?
She said you two were acquainted?
Well, I guess I'll have to go and see.
Okay, that information was pretty useful. And, yeah, considering that it's noon right now, like literally in real time at the time that I'm recording this, Princess Altea did say meet her at noon. It's pretty coincidental at this point. Anyway, so, yeah, back to the city capital we go, and it's pretty much a long haul, so let's go ahead and make our way there. Okay, so we are now back to the Old Lead Aqueduct, so this is where a chocobo would come in useful, yeah, come in useful and handy, but unfortunately we're going to have to say goodbye to him just for now, so going on foot is going to be our semi-priority here, unless we run into another one, which I honestly don't think is going to happen until we get back to the grassland station, but still, being on foot is going to be pretty obvious here, so anyway. Like I said, hiking and traveling will be tedious, and time is really of the essence when it comes to this, but I'm not going to complain. The game is good for what it is, so I'm just going to kind of chill with that. And yeah, even though I'm really certain that a chocobo would come in handy at this point, but unfortunately going back to the capital is weird because they just don't provide you with one until you get back to the grassland station. Anyway, with this, like, we can just kind of accept it. Okay, so now we're back at the grassland station, and I will say, coming up pretty shortly, the segment where you have to go and meet Princess Altea at the Clock Plaza is really prone to crashing. It happened to me during a recording sesh, but I didn't even bring that up because it was embarrassing. But still, I'm hoping to God that it doesn't happen in this attempt. So I don't know. I'm crossing my fingers. I'm literally crossing my fingers underneath my Wii remote that it doesn't happen. Because that would not be good, especially when it's like a pretty good recording, like, and especially if you play this long and your game crashes. It's just, wow, it's, I don't know. But anyway, we're gonna see what happens, so I'll be back at the Clock Plaza, where I'm really gonna be crossing my fingers. So yeah, the Clock Plaza, it's, again, prone to crashing, especially when you leave your console on for not too long. I want to say, it's like, I don't know, depending on how long you leave your Wii or Wii U on, it kind of does happen to do that. I've seen comments on YouTube where other people have experienced it, but again, I'm really having high hopes that it won't happen here, again, especially since it happened to me in a pre-recording session. So I'm going to be kind of faithful on this one and hope that it doesn't happen. So, yeah, I don't know why it happens on this particular section and no other in the game. It's really bizarre, it's really weird, but let's just hope for the best here.
I'm so sorry. I thought there would be more time.
Oh, so it's you.
Huh?
Well, I never caught your name. You said you wanted to ask me a favor?
Yes. It's about my father. He is very ill, and it is no ordinary illness. Where medicine fails, magic may succeed. Perhaps there are those with healing powers. Do you know of any bearers like that?
Altea. All bearers have some degree of power. But because of that, they're distrusted by the public. Do you really think that such outcasts would use their powers righteously for the benefit of humanity? To this day, I've never seen a bearer with healing powers.
They may not be righteous, but do you think bearers with healing powers may exist?
It's better if they didn't exist. You would have to be willing to sacrifice an entire city to get the cooperation of a crystal bearer like that.
A kingdom. That's what I am ready to sacrifice.
That's some big talk, little miss. I'm hungry. Let's grab a bite. What do you want?
I am being completely serious, Lael.
Yeah, I'll be right back to hear more. An entire kingdom? Interesting.
His Majesty the King has fallen ill, but you sit here drinking afternoon tea.
I am trying to find a cure.
Please tell me what his symptoms are. I can be of assistance.
This is a royal family matter. You need not get involved.
Well then, I implore you to fulfill your duties as his proxy, Princess. We must go before the Elder Council, where you will give me full authority to deal with the youth threat.
That goes against my father's policies. He wants military authority to be decreased.
Why then does his Majesty not say so himself, in front of the Elder Council?
Very well. Let us go to the council.
After all that talk, aren't you giving up a little too easily?
Okay, and we're gonna get a letter from Sid saying, "I'm waiting at the Grassland Station. Hurry, the steam engine is in Grassland Station. Vigali is here with me. The old fool won't quit complaining and yelling at me. You better get here and do something, Lael, because right now things are going nowhere." Yeah, they are having quite the spat, I'll say that right now. So I'm gonna expect a pretty comical cutscene once I'm back at the station. I don't know, but I didn't see Vigali and Sid ever getting along up until this point, I want to say, as far as my knowledge goes, and I'm going the wrong way. That's towards the shuttle station, and I want to go up the staircase. So I'll be back with another jump cut at the Grassland Station. And here we are. I'm always pretty good, like, down for a pretty good argument between people, so let's gonna see what kind of Clash of the Titan stuff is gonna happen beyond this door. I really do wonder. because Sid and Vigali is, again, the Clash of the Titans. That's a pretty good show with these two. That would be pretty good. But, let's see what happens.
I told you I don't want an onion-made engine! What's the big idea?
Stop being so stubborn. Just say that you bought it from me.
That's no good! I would know the truth!
Call me an onion, will you? Keep that up and I'll be taking this back home.
Go! Get out of here!
Oh, really? Come on, guys. Act your age.
Guys, you little punk! What's with the outfit?
That's Colonel Keiss of the Royal Army to you. Sid's steam engine will be purchased by the Army for military development.
Hold on there! We claimed it first! Isn't that right, Lal?
Yeah. Sorry, Kais, but Vigali was here first.
Hurry up and get this steam engine on my locomotive!
I've never seen anything like this, so I don't know where to start.
Hey, Lilty! How about some product assistance?
It's Sid. I'll oversee everything until it's running. Don't worry about it.
You smell more like grease than onions.
Vigali, is there any new information? Do you know where the Uke's headed?
The guild always has new info, kid. The Uke's in the ravine, headed for the Snowfields. Get in the train. It'll take you close by. If I ever see your face again, you'll be in a world of pain!
Well done, Colonel Keiss.
Manipulating Vigali is not the hardest task in the world. Although, like he says, the next meeting might hurt.
I think the underuse of the word hurt there might backfire eventually. Anyway, but notice now we have shuttle buses here. We can now travel from the Grassland Station to other areas of the world. So, I want to acknowledge the majesty of this portrait. The old king here, because it's very posh. It's very posh looking. Anyway, heading down this little staircase, I'm going to go ahead and eventually hang a left on the on this train right in front of me. So, there is something funny that I will point out about space... I almost said space shuttles. Shuttle buses eventually in the game, but I don't think I'm going to have time to point it out in this segment, so... I want to go ahead and point out the mission and where we must go. So, the goldenrod and the snowfields. So, notice where that hand is on the map, and when the conductor asks where you want to go to go ahead and pick Red Leaf Station. 'Cause that's just where it is. And here we go. But I want to go ahead and see if there's anything on the train worth picking up before we head off into our endeavors, because I don't want to leave them behind, because the next time that I have to go and transport on one of these trains might be a little while from now, and there's going to be hooded men on this train. Ugh. Anyway, okay, I guess I'm jumping over things. Pretty fun. Anyway, let's crack open this junction door, and I want to assume that there's going to be chests behind these doors. Let's go ahead and double check, because there might be some things of use on this train in particular. Nothing in here. Fingers crossed for this door. Yay, a chest. Because why not? Wow, a pity gill. One pity gill. That's nothing. It's like, you can't even spend that on anything at all. Okay. What about this door? Nothing at all. But, anyway, 10 seconds left, to be exact. But, if you go back in this specific room, and go up to the conductor right in front of me, you can just skip the whole ride just by saying... Oh, okay. I didn't get the chance to do it, but... if you really want to get past everything else, you can go up to him and say, hey, I'm anxious to get off and the ride will end, if you don't want to wait. It's nice for a little ride, though. Anyway, Red Leaf Station, here we are. And if I want to go ahead and take a look at this Copo here, we can notice that that I just cannot afford an area thing. I don't know, but since we're here, may as well pick up some extra chests since we're at it. Hand strap, because why not? Anyway. And this is going to be pretty majestic right up in this little station. There's going to be another fishing minigame right over here. I want to pick this up just before heading off to the Snowfield, so let's see what this guy has to offer us. Oh, fishing by my lonesome is so dull. How about it, lad? Fancy joining me? Okie dokie, let's see how you do, though. Well, I won't lend you my rod, though. I didn't expect you to. When you feel a tug, just pull the fish up. That's all there is to it. Alright. I want to see what I can manage to pick up in this section, so it's going to be a little bit harder because, yeah, they kind of do some away from you, so it's going to kind of suck. We have a maybe fish here, so let's kind of see if we can gather some up. I want to get at least a little bit more. Oh, I completely messed that up. Let's try it again. Joker fish. Come on, little buddy. Ugh, that was bad. Drifter. Any luck? Any luck at all? Ugh, I gotta be really freaking precise with getting these guys. Maybe fish. I'm really sucking. My last attempt was great. It was freaking awesome. He's gonna go away. This is horrible. This is a disaster. I caught at least 8 of them in my last attempt at this. Wow, it's... This is awful. Okay, that's 1. But we have a minute to get at least more than what I got before. Let's see. I don't have high hopes for this one at all. Yeah, I completely jacked that one up. Yeah, I don't have high hopes. It sucks. But I did want to point this out, though. That there are other fishing minigames just kind of lying about the world. That's 2. That's 2. But yeah, these are pretty fun. You don't get much out of this. But they are around if you want to kind of have fun with it. Yeah. It sucks. But hey, it's not 0 as comparing to this guy. Because he always catches 0. And I happen to catch a little bit more than that. So it does suck. So I'm just going to kind of let time run out here. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and quit. But anyway, going right back over here, we want to go ahead and head up this slope, and let's go ahead and update ourselves on the sign here. So, we want to head towards the Snowfield. So what you want to do is you want to go ahead and make your way up this little slope here, with the leaves and the trees. Anyway, right up here. You don't want to go that way. It's a kind of a dead-endish. So, head up these areas and you'll be just fine. Everything will be just fine. It'll be just fine, man.
You gotta hand it to Vigali. His information is always accurate.
The crystal idol is what the Yuke is after, so I guess it's somewhere here.
We can ask directly when we catch up.
Okay, and another chase. Holy Mountain Way is where we're shooting a movie here, I guess. Say cheese to the camera, guys. Anyway, but really, you want to head down here, and where these little signs are, you want to kind of jump your way up the slopes. Yep, and it's going to get pretty cold here pretty fast. So, you want to go ahead and follow Kais. And I gotta say, Kais and Goldenrod are like the fastest creatures in the world in this game. Along with frickin' Belle. She's another fast one. But yeah, you want to make your way to where there's just a bunch of paths and kind of turns and cutsy areas. I don't know. Got some UMA news, though. We have a new issue. The Pilgrim's Ice Cave is what this place is called. So, and these hanging lights indicate that they are things that you can latch onto. But a bizarre thing about this one is that when you get onto it, you cannot. Oh, I was gonna say that once you latch onto this one, you're unable to get on this one. It's weird. I wasn't able to do it in the last attempt, so. But yeah, latch onto these guys and you'll be just fine. Yeah, hanging objects in this game is just, I don't know. I don't know what makes them climbable, but you should be able to climb anything. Anyway, right up here, and now we are good. And I'm sensing some Ocarina of Time and Twilight Princess vibes here with some upcoming ice physics. Yay! Howdy for that. Anyway, I think they're going to be pretty much over once I cross this little area. Yeah, now it's back to normal. These statues, though, are just... I wonder what their significance is. Just to stand out, I guess. I'll say that. Anywho. Yeah, heading right through this little cave. It's going to be pretty atmospheric. Snowfields, we are getting pretty close to the solution of the issue. And now we are in the meat of combat. Even though I barely even fight these guys at all, it's really crazy. But that big purple guy in the distance, his name is the King Behemoth. I don't have resources to fight him just yet because I just don't... I haven't possessed them yet. I haven't got a hold of them, so I'm gonna save him for way later. If I ever get to him, I really can't promise that I'll ever approach my way of fighting that guy, but still. Anyway, what we want to do is find a bridge with flags on it, so that's going to indicate our way to go forward. And yep, I think I'm staring right at it in the distance. So let's kind of bypass these guys for now. Even though I kind of will fling out one of them out of the way. And you... Hey, can I do it? Yeah, pretty nice flinging guys out of the way. And the flag bridge, pretty beautiful. I always felt this part of the game was like really like building up to the moment of just finding out what the truth is about this place. I don't know. Tribulation Bridge. Wow. And you're gonna put fire on it? What if it burns down? Then you'll just have no bridge at all. That's just freaking common sense. Anyway. What does this couple have to say to us? Greetings, friend. The youth you're chasing just crossed the rope bridge. I bet the plan is to try to hide out in Rival Gauge Monastery. I do see that happening. And how do you expect me to find that chest right there? I cannot get to that right now, unfortunately. But, anywho, we're just going to go ahead and see that Kais has made his way here already. I wonder how he did that. He was just able to do that.
I got him!
Let go!
So, you can shapeshift into other forms. Clever, but you're not gonna fool us.
Kais, let him go.
Huh? Oh man, what is this?
We'll just have to check them one by one.
Well, there is quite the handful here, and yet we made our way to the Rival Gauge Monastery. And these guys are look at them, they're sweating freaking bullets. They're confused, they don't know what's going on, and they're just, I don't know, I'm sure one of you is just as guilty as Goldenrod, even though it's pretty much in disguise. But the rest of these guys are just innocent little beings that are just practicing their worship, and this organ music is really fitting for the situation. It is. But, we have a chest. What do we got? A stuffed specimen. Is it a stuffed bell pepper, like I said last time? Anyway. But yeah, I would take my precious time to go and check every one of these guys now, but I think this is a pretty good moment to cut things off here. So, in the next episode, we're going to investigate every single one of these guys and find out where Goldenrod really is, and may even lead up to a great battle. Who knows? But, with that being said, stay tuned. Subscribe, like, comment, or anything else. Peace out, everyone.